If you're a creator, you know it's easy to lose focus. Psst.
Oh yes, hey there. You've caught me in a moment of pure productivity. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing anything on my YouTube channel right now, but that's because vidIQ is hard at work for me.
vidIQ makes it easy to see the bigger picture, from complete video analysis to keyword and topic research to recommended channel actions. It's all here in one place, so you can focus on the stuff that matters.
Nice. You know what really helps me as a YouTuber? It's getting those analytics that help me spot trends so that I can use them for my own videos.
And to see the breakdown of your channel's progress in real time. When you're creating content, you shouldn't have to worry if your video will get noticed on YouTube.
So with vidIQ, it's pretty simple. Spend more time creating and less time working. How's that even possible?
Download and install vidIQ for free at vidIQ.com.
Breaking news, everybody. We're going to start the live stream properly in a minute, but I've just been told that we have a very special channel audit that we need to immediately do, and I'm bringing in Savage for this. Savage, welcome to the live stream a little bit early. Please tell us who on earth this is, because apparently they're one of your Savage students.
All right, can I just say something? I'm so proud. Last week we talked about we talked about this channel last week. And we're just going to go ahead and talk about it this week because this is one of the Savage students' most prized possessions. He has taken the Savage way and he has taken it to the next level. He's made millions of dollars and tons of content that no one can understand, but they all love it. So ladies and gentlemen, the best Savage student that ever was, Bruh Fi is here, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. So what about this video down here? 6 seconds long, literally says hexagon. And if we click on the video itself, let's just critique this video, shall we?
It's two circles smiling and turning. It's the most savage video you'll see on YouTube. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, all y'all out there hating on the true genius. This man's a true, I don't know if this man might not be. Who knows? Might be a gerbil. I don't know. Whatever's making these videos is an absolute genius. And I just want to say from the Savage Academy, I want to thank you because already signups have gone up 655%. Thank you so much for doing such a great job being a savage student. I appreciate you.
And that is Bruhify. Let's go back to me on the main camera. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the vidIQ Channel Audit live stream session. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Okay, the actual reason we did that is because Bruhify, if that's how I pronounce your channel name, I have no idea. We saw you in the chat, so we just thought we'd give you a little bit of a shout out there. Thank you very much. And please, Bruhify, please share this live stream with other weird and wonderful creators who may find such channel audits helpful. Hello, my name is Rob. Welcome to vidIQ, the YouTube tool, the YouTube channel, and a YouTube Learning Academy that educates you on your YouTube journey. And as always, I am joined by a festival of fellow guests and auditors. And we're going to welcome first Travis. You've managed to wrestle your control back from Savage Air. How are you? Welcome to the live stream.
So difficult. And he leaves the seat dirty. I don't understand how that works. Anyway, hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great week. Excited to get into the channel audits this week and have lots of fun.
And we're just going to let the two Dans fight it out here to see who says hello first.
Hello.
Well done, Dans. See, thank you very much. What about Dan H? Is he in the house as well?
I don't have that kind of speed, apparently. I got the energy, but I was breathing in and Dan was already out.
Awesome. Let's say hello to some people in the chat here. I'm not going to bother asking you a question this week. I'm just going to say hello. My internet, or my chat is going really slow here, so I hope the actual stream isn't impacted here. I'm going to say hello to Johnny B, Vukok OT7, also Declan's Fans 2020, DC Universe is in the house as always, Joyful Bean, Reg Norway, Birds Empire 7, Cook It Up, and Bruhify is also here as well. Donity, We Time, Isa, Hugo, also all of you in the house. I will actually say, Bruhify, I've just finished making a video that includes you. So do check it out on the channel when I release it. I may release it later on after this live stream. Travis, who are you saying hello to in the chat?
I see Luke Pell. I see, let's see, Julian. I see Vert Videos. I guess that's vertical videos. Do I see Shambo as if it's like Rambo, but with Sham? That's kind of funny. 1,000 subscriber challenge. And Cozy Creeper. Why not?
And Dan C, who are you saying hello to?
All right, I will say hello to some people. Let's see. How about Darth Cheese? I like that name. The A is a 4 too, which is pretty clever. So, Darth Cheese. Simple Smoothies. I like that name too. There's no fun numbers as letters though in that name. I think you could, change that up a little bit. Chronos Bet. Maybe I said that right. I don't know. Death Pup 124. That's a bit threatening. Two Moms and a Hot Mess.
Is that a channel then?
Okay, yes.
Sounds like I should have done another website entirely. That channel.
Right. What are you doing over there, Dan?
Reading these chat names.
Sounded a little savage did that one.
And then Jack O. Burger.
All right then, and Dan H. Real awesome channel names we're saying hello to.
Let's go. This chat is moving. I saw 100% Zelda in there. Always love out to him. Our friend Averia and Lazy Banana. Gambler's Mix. I know I was looking at Rob Wilson's old channel. First video ever was about poker, so I figure Gambler's Mix is up his alley. And Dad Skills, gotta love that. Gotta love the dads in here.
Yeah, Dad Skills, who sent us a subliminal video message this week, which was just me saying Dad Skills, Dad Skills, Dad Skills, Dad Skills for about 10 seconds. No idea why, but that's content on YouTube. All right, then. If you are new to the live stream, do let us know in the chat with a hashtag new. And if you need to know how this live stream works for the next 2 hours, here's your 1-minute explainer video. Welcome to the vidIQ Channel Audit livestream, where we review your YouTube channels. There are 2 links in the description, one for gaming channels, one for non-gaming channels. Make sure you submit every week as we clear the form after every live stream. Channel audits are 100% free, so please don't send us any super chats expecting to receive an audit. And don't waste your time asking for one in the chat. If there are any alternative ways to get picked for an audit, such as memes, we will let you know during the live stream. If we can't audit your channel today, vidIQ has a channel audit tool working 24/7 24/7 for you. If you haven't already installed vidIQ, download it now for free. A link is in the description, and make sure to take advantage of our free 30-day trial. If you submit your channel for audit, expect the following. We are sharing nothing more than our knowledge, our experience, and our passion as fellow YouTube creators. It's up to you whether or not you take our advice. There are tons of links to lots of useful resources in the video description. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Share this live stream with another fellow creator who may find it useful. And finally, moderators, thank you for everything that you do every single week. All right, let's do this. Final bit of sprinkling in before we get into the live stream channel audits. We continue to support the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund, so any super chats go directly to that cause. Thank you very much in advance. As always, we can't audit every single channel that submits every single week, because we usually get between 750 and 1,000 channels per week, and we'll probably get through between 5 and 10% of those channels. So when we're talking about a gaming channel or a beauty channel, tech channel, whatever type of channel, many of the things we talk about apply to many different channels. So try and objectively look at how the things we are suggesting to a certain channel can apply to your channel. And one final thing, we have sort of come to a collective agreement that we feel as if we're maybe covering too many pre-selected channels each week. So we've lowered the number of pre-selected channels, because I think it took us 90 minutes to get through all of them last week. So there's going to be more random channels, which means obviously you have more of a chance of being picked. So yeah, in the first 45 minutes to an hour, we do pre-select some of the channels from the form, just so that we've got a nice mix of channels before we get into stuff that's a little more random. With all of that being said, Dan, Travis, can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's make sure that everybody else can see my screen. The first channel we are auditing this week is Free Your Finance. And let's start here with Travis. Who are we looking at first of all today?
Free your finance, which sounds like me. I need to free my finance. Let me tell you something. Let's see. So a good thing to do is a channel on finance, as from a perspective of if you're looking to make money on YouTube. Financial channels do well from a CPM, RPM perspective. And this is an opportunity for a channel like this to talk about taxes, because we're coming to tax season here in America. So definitely something you'll want to at least cover in some way. How to, maybe if you're talking about investments or something like that, like how do you get your taxes set up to continue to make money. Now, it looks like there's some UK stuff here. So I know that UK taxes are in a slightly different time period, but the same information applies. People are going to want to know how that all works. Let's see. Thumbnails are interesting. Let's see. Index. So you have some shorts that he's tried out. A couple of shorts that have done okay, I guess. Was an index fund. So you got some explainer videos, which is good. And it looks buy to let. So I will tell you for sure, I actually used to coach a channel in the UK who had a very similar-ish channel talking about taxes, and buy to let videos, especially in the UK, did very well. So you might, and I see you've done a couple of them. I suspect that will probably be the case for you as well, long-term. If you've done it, you've done it a couple times, as you can see. Yeah. So here, no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular niche, buy to let is the thing, and we doubled and tripled down on that other channel, and it did really well. So I can see that you have figured it out as well. Definitely a strong point. How did I know that, Rob?
Because I don't know. This is you've asked me a question and you've trapped me.
Yeah, no, it's just, you just get to see this stuff, and the funny thing is I haven't done a lot of these kind of financial channels, but as soon as I saw that it was financing in the UK, the first thing that went to my mind was like buy to let, and it worked here too. It's interesting. It's like gaming is like Minecraft or the latest, or there's like these things that happen in every niche, and in this particular niche, buy to let is the thing. So yeah, and by the way, Rob, that's kind of a British term, like buy to let. Like when I first read that, I didn't know what that meant. What does that mean exactly? I mean, I do now.
Actually, I guess I've kind of done this. You buy a property with the intention of renting it out to somebody else. Let means to rent it out to somebody else. So it's like when you're, I guess, a property mogul, you can afford to buy several properties and then let them out. So I think this is what this person is certainly trying to do. It's interesting that you kind of went through a little journey there, Travis, to get from... You thought finance, so your immediate thought was taxes / maybe stimulus. That's kind of the American trend right now, isn't it, in financial channels? But then as you worked through the thumbnails and you saw the titles, you eventually got to the niche that this creator is in, which is this buy-to-let style content. So what I thought there was perhaps the messaging isn't quite as clear as it could be. You know, it took a little bit of translation for you to get there. So, I mean, the channel's going in the right direction, but maybe they need to be a bit more focused, and the thumbnails maybe need to do a little more work. That's what I was thinking there.
I'm also curious if this, so one of the aspects of that other channel I used to help out with was that this became a funnel. So basically the channel wasn't so important for the channel to grow and be like famous or anything like that. That wasn't really the point. The point was to get people to come in, learn something, and then go to his website and sign up. And if that's the case here, the nice thing about this is you don't need a lot of views to get quite a bit of money.
Yeah, let's just quick. I'm just going to quickly click on one of these and see in the description if there is any sort of call to action funnel type thing going on. And yeah, it looks as if he's got something right at the top there.
So here's the thing: when a lot of people might look at this channel and go, "Oh, you know, you only get a couple hundred views," I will put dollars to donuts because I know that again, this happened with the other creator who didn't have as many subscribers but was getting about the same amount of views. He told me that like his revenue, even with these type of views, like went up like 20 or 30 or 40% with this many views. So there are different niches on YouTube, and there's different kind of end goals, and it could be that he's trying to use this as a funnel, and if so, it's a great place to be. YouTube will definitely help you get in a really good place with this. So, but the thing is, and I always tell this for anyone who's trying to use these as a funnel, you have to give the value first. So give that information for free, and people will, once they realize that you know what you're talking about, they'll come and find you.
Let's pass this over to Dan. Just thoughts on thumbnails here, Dan.
I really like these thumbnails. I like how nice and clean they are. We can see the creator in each one, and he's just done a really simple thing. He's cut himself out, put like a white stroke around it on a clean background, and I think on their own they all kind of like stand out in a certain way. There's not a lot you can do when you're talking about index funds when it comes to thumbnails. You know what I mean? Like how often can you really use stacks of coins or dollar bills raining from the sky? So I kind of like this. This is a nice template, I think, for the creator and for this niche. I bet it works really well.
My one question here would be, there's a slight lack of consistency, I think, in the thumbnails. Like sometimes different text is used, color is used, and I'm wondering if there could be perhaps a little more structure there. But I think that's something that the creator would want to test out. Yes, Jasper, I agree. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's barking in the background. So that is Free Your Finance, and that's pretty much what we do for the next couple of hours. So if you found this audit useful, please give us a thumbs up and share this live stream with like-minded creators who may find this kind of stuff useful. That is our first non-gaming channel. We'll jump over to the gaming side now, and the first channel that submitted this week was Lamb Sauce Gaming. So I'm going to throw this one over to the two Dans here, and you can sort of argue about whether this channel is doing the right pitch with its title and its thumbnails and so on. What do you reckon, guys?
I like the name. I think it's memorable. I think for a gaming channel, although a bit long, I still think it'll work pretty well. Congrats on over 1,000 subscribers, almost 2,000 subscribers. I'll start and then pass it over to Dan. I want to say these thumbnails could use some work. I think they are. Some of them are simplistic in the way that there's not a lot going on at all. Some of them have a lot of text in them, and it's really, really tiny. All of them feel like they were hastily grabbed. Maybe while you were editing the video, you just kind of thought, oh crud, I need a thumbnail, and you just kind of grabbed a frame you were sitting on, and like some of them just don't feel like there's a lot of intent there when you're capturing them, and others is just a lot going on. So I think they're a little bit all over the place, and I would definitely start there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's obviously a good point. I think Lamb Sauce here is in our Discord. So one quick shout out to the Discord. And he has one of my favorite all-time cars, the 66 Shelby Cobra, in his avatar there. So that is a beautiful picture of a beautiful car. But now the rest of your channel doesn't really represent that, right? You have all of these zoomed out cars. You have, some that look really good and some that don't. You mentioned in Discord that one of the best reasons to play Forza is that it looks great. So make sure that your channel looks great. If you're playing a game that looks amazing, you want to sort of keep up with that, because the people who love Forza love the graphics. They love looking at these cars. They love the lines. They love all the looks of it. But now you got to bring that to your channel and make sure you're giving it to them. And on top of that, now we got to develop our content specifically for those people, right? So discuss what the best cars are, what the best looking cars are, the best maps are. You have a lot of sort of best of, some fails, some montages, stuff like that. Give us that bread and butter content that's going to bring these Forza gamers back time and time again, because you know what they like. You're in that community. You know what they're looking for, and make sure you're bringing that value to them.
What I will say is, I think some of these thumbnails are actually of a solid standard. I mean, I think this one here and this one here are trying to indicate that they're trying to drive up some hill or some challenge in the game, and so I don't think those are too bad. This one here, the way you could fix this is remove all of the text and then just have an arrow pointing to the car that's flipped on its side, because then you'd see the focus there a little bit more. So I don't think
Center the car, maybe.
the creator is doing too bad with thumbnails. But as you say, I think some of them aren't as good. Like this one here, can't really tell what's going on. I'm a little lost on this Christmas one here. So yeah, I think thumbnails are like a 5, 6 out of 10, but we want them to be getting towards 8, 9 out of 10.
Couple of general tips here too, because there's a lot of gaming channels with us, and I'm sure there's probably not as many Forza channels as there are just gaming channels. So I will say this, and I mentioned this tip in my latest video too. You should join, Lamb Sauce, you should join the Forza Discord and start paying really close attention to what they're talking about in there. See about linking maybe their announcements into your Discord to help you and your viewers understand when something big is going on. And this goes for any game you guys play. Join their Discords, join their Reddit communities, wherever you like to be on the internet. Find the places where the audience of these games hang out, and see what's going on. And then the other thing I'll say is that you should also be looking into other Forza creators to see what they're doing right now. If you're having trouble finding some trends, it looks like you're finding trends though. These things where you climb a hill and stuff. This is obviously some kind of theme, so you may be good there.
All right, Dan, pressure's on. You just talked about a video you mentioned. Where's it ranking? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. You're ranked number 1. Whoop,
nice.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I mean, I did kind of put in the exact search term to find that title. But,
and we are on our channel.
Yeah. So for folks, if you want to learn more about how to start a gaming channel in 2021, then do a search and hopefully you'll find Dan's video. I mean, last year's one has got 1 million views. So hopefully we're looking for the same next week, this year as well. Right. We also do, as well as choosing channels, we have memes of the week, as you may have seen at the beginning of this live stream. And what we do is we take tweets of people memeing us. And usually I would tell people to start doing that now, but we've actually got an early submission here. Like, I couldn't not choose this channel from Kylie Bakayoko. I'm sorry, I pronounced that name terribly, but I love a thumbnail. And I love this meme. And so we're going to choose you. But if you want to get selected later on, I'll tell you how after we've audited this channel. So this channel's actual YouTube channel, tweet, is Balanced Books on a Journey to Find a Little More Balance. And yeah, I'm going to hand this one back to Travis again and see what you can find out about this one.
Balanced Bucks. I thought it was Balanced Books. Okay, Balanced Bucks. Journey to find a little more balance. Okay, that's nice. It doesn't, unfortunately, tell me anything. It's a cool looking banner, but it doesn't exactly tell me anything. And
then for me, the channel names kind of threw me towards something about investment or saving money and earning money.
Ironically, when I saw Bucks, I was thinking of the animal, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I think we're both wrong, so that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Which I think is a problem. I think you need to always think about the title of your channel should be something that is indicative of the actual content, if you can make it that way. Let's see, just some sunset thoughts, which is just long enough for shorts. Looks like casual California is out, so it looks like it's just like I don't know what like cinematic stuff is what I'm gathering from the thumbnail style. Lots of shorts. Maybe
let's check. All right, so I think this is a good point. This isn't it, Travis. We're not sure what a viewer should be getting out of this. What's the value proposition? Why should I care about what you have to share with me? So now we're having to do more a deeper search into the description, the channel about section.
Balanced Bucks sounds like a finance channel.
Yeah, it does,
That's
doesn't
what I
it?
thought.
But it looks as if it's a wellness channel, given that description. And then, as you say, going to the thumbnails themselves.
I really like the photos, but
yeah,
I don't really know. Some of them just say short because I know they're from shorts, so you don't even need a thumbnail, honestly. But it's cool that you have one. It's just hard to know what's going on at a glance. Like if you're searching for, struggling to find a passion, and that thumbnail popped up on your search, I guess you'd click on it. But yeah, it's just hard. Like there's kind of a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it's cool. It looks cool, but I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of it. That's the only thing.
So looking at this video here, hang on, let me just scroll down so you can actually see that in the magnifying glass. I think there's a definite intent on this video, which a new viewer would understand and appreciate. Again, perhaps the thumbnail is somewhat nuanced, so it might be tricky for a new visitor to your channel to completely know what you're trying to be, what you're communicating here. But then this one up here, this feels like very much of a vlog. And again, for a new viewer, visitor who doesn't know anything about your story, that could potentially be a bit of a struggle for them to get the click. I'm in agreement with all of you. I like the thumbnails in terms of the impressive photography and the positioning of the text, which is always in this kind of blue sky space at the top of the thumbnails. I think that works, but it sounds like we're all losing something a little bit in that instant recognition of what I would be getting out of this channel.
You know what is interesting is that the video that has a lot of views right now that I'm looking at is the zebra one at the top, some casual California zebras. And, you know, it's a short, it has 500 views, and that's pretty interesting. I wonder if, you know, if they did more stuff like that, but in their longer form content, where they were kind of showing a cool destination or something, making it more like a travel vlog, and then being you in that vlog. And what I mean by that is bring your wellness and guidance to those videos. Make that part of the draw of your channel, but get new people in the door by showing something a little more like, give me that light bulb moment of like, oh, this person travels around and they see all kinds of cool stuff, you know? And then when I watch the video, it just happens that you're this person who's really inspirational. You help me find my passion. You know, you talk about just really relatable subjects.
Okay. Anything else to add, or let's move on? Then let's move on. That's Balanced Books. Thank you for the tweets. Oh, and I need to remind myself now. Who am I going to pick this week? I am going to put the pressure on... I'm going to put it on Dan C, because I think you're always good at doing this. So, Dan, can you just give us... So what we're going to do here is Dan's going to give you 5 to 10 seconds worth of poses, and you need to turn these into comical tweets or memes that we're going to check back on in around about 30 minutes. So, Dan, now's your time. Everybody take a screenshot. Go. Looks as if it's going to be some gaming stuff with a slightly constipated face there a second, and now some crazy faces and a smile, and there we go. So screenshot any of that stuff, make a tweet, and we'll take a look later on. Moving on to the next channel then.
I couldn't see myself.
We are looking at RC For All. This looks to be a remote controlled channel.
I love RC.
The one thing I will say is that I think on a mobile app, it would get sliced and diced. Let's see if I can get my correct drawing up. I reckon it'd be sliced and diced around about there. So your channel would be called Like and Subscribe. So that's my one tip. Travis, if you are a big RC fan, then let's get you talking about this channel, which has 500 subscribers.
100% you need to change that banner. But I love RC For All. I would love to see better thumbnails. Now, there's a couple that are really good. This one all the way to the right, the one that says it's here, that's a great one. And the one next to it in action, that's great as well. But some of these are kind of like the next one to the left of that is like, I can't even tell, like, yeah, some of these are better. That's cool. In action, the shorts, this right there, really good. Anything that's in action with RC is going to win every time. Some of those kind of epic shots are cool too, but if you're doing especially 4-wheel drive RC, you should be able to come up with an action shot every single time like you did these times. And you'll notice the views are good on those, are really good.
Yeah.
More pedestrian thumbnails, they don't quite do as well, but the in-action shots, hello, yes, more please.
Yeah, I'm just quickly scanning down now to see which videos have the.
Oh, they can't see, Rod. They're just looking at me.
I really hate it when I do that. Right, so Travis was talking about these two thumbnails, which were really good, and I was talking about this banner, which is going to get sliced off, and you're going to lose your colourful image. So yeah. What we lost some train of thought here, but Travis was 100% right with everything he said, even though nobody could see what he was talking about. I was trying to scan down and see if there was any particular models that were getting more views. Oh, look at this, 11,000 views here. As you say again, Travis, when there's somewhat of an action shot and there's almost like a little descriptor, but it's not just repeating a title like it's huge or it's here or big wheels or it's so much faster. I think all of those are really good thumbnail techniques to be employing here. Yeah, I think whenever you do a thumbnail of the truck running over something, I think those are the best, the most appealing ones for an RC novice like myself. So yeah, some fantastic work here.
Best thumbnail too is the best RC car under $25. It was just up a little bit more. It's the RC car filling up almost the whole thumbnail in someone's hand. You got an arrow and you got like a really interesting question, like $25, this RC car, you know. And I love the blurred background. Some of these thumbnails, like when you compare them side by side, it's almost like they're made by different people. It's like it's like they're switching off. So if you get your thumbnails right, I think this channel is just going to see, you know, a very easy road ahead. Sorry for the pun.
I think they are improving. I think these are like the latest high quality thumbnails, and they're really getting to a very high standard, which is great to see. Let's just sort by most popular. I just want to see if there's a particular type of monster truck. I mean, I guess more listicles would probably be good here, wouldn't it? Like the best RC car for under $100. You could very much play on that that theme, that formula in your videos. It probably helped that you did it like just a little before Christmas, and so it was a really good timing there as well. But like thinking about Black Friday or like when people can get out again in the summer, that type of thing would also benefit you there. So I think we're just all in agreement. This is a really good channel with fantastic thumbnails that hopefully going to get better. I just wondered whether the titles were a little bit too boring and descriptive, but I'm happy to be argued out of that. Maybe it's the thumbnails that are doing the job here. Any thoughts there on the titles?
The titles seem to be going after the people who are about to buy these cars. Like you type in the model number because you want to make sure you get a review of that particular car. Yeah. Does it need to be the first thing in the title? I mean, that I think will be up for debate, but I do think it's important that it's somewhere in the title, especially if it's not super long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'd just like to point out, I think that $25 video is really a good example for everybody. If you're thinking about what someone is going to be Googling or searching for when they're, are a novice to RC cars or a novice to your channel, that's a great example of what someone's going to search for, right? Yeah. What are the best cars under $25? What's the best game under $25? What's the best game of 2020, 2021? Those are very searchable titles. And that's a good example of it doing really well because this person knows their niche very well and knows what new people are going to be searching for.
So RC For All, I've just given you another 3 video ideas here just by doing autocomplete on YouTube. You should be able to take a look at these best RC cars under blank value, and then you can extend that and say best RC cars on Amazon or from a popular remote controlled supplier on the internet. There's so many ways that you could take this, and as you say, Dan, those are very accessible titles for people like myself who may be buying an RC car for the first time, and it's going to lead me, hopefully, to this channel. So I think well done, RC For All. You had a very good start on YouTube. Haven't created that much content yet in 8 months there, so well done to you. It's Discord time. What is Discord? Tell us about Discord. Why are we talking about Discord? Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna
One
jump
of
in
it,
there as Dan and representative of Discord. Discord is a great chat community that we've created, full of creators just like yourself, people who are new to YouTube, who are building their channel, who are growing their channel, and the people in there love giving feedback. You could post your thumbnails, your analytics. We talk about SEO, and we talk about everything. We have channels for memes and for sports and for technology and for gaming. There's a place for every single person who's a YouTube creator within our Discord. And one of the many perks of being in there is that every single week I choose one of the more active members and they get a free channel audit just for being active in our Discord.
That person this week is Donity. So congratulations on the selection. I hope you're in the chat. If not, maybe we get onto Discord, or all of you can join Discord and tell Donity now that he's getting his channel audited, or her. And it looks as if it's our first venture into Minecraft this week. So Dan C, I think you can lead on this one.
I do like Minecraft. So can you scroll down a little bit more? I want to see how the shorts are doing down there. Here we go. Oh, okay, 2.8 thousand views. 777,000 views. That's not bad. So when did they start? Because they're operating at what I would say is a pretty good high level here. 9 months ago, and they have a couple hundred subscribers. Was it?
Yeah, 50 videos, approaching 200 subscribers.
Okay, so hopefully this is just a matter of time before they kind of take off, because they're doing a lot of the things we tell people to do. Right? You're making videos that they're not super long. I would say they're very searchable. Like how to get mending in Minecraft. That's something that I've wondered myself sometimes. Like I forget, like what's the quickest way to get this thing? You know, so you've made a video on that. You've made some content that could fall into that evergreen category, which is where you want to be long term. I think one thing we could say is that your thumbnails, while good, just sometimes, and I think it's the text that's doing this, sometimes it's just kind of like, I don't know, less than interesting. Like your latest one, small airport speed build. That's an intriguing video. Speed builds are really popular, but the airplane is the smallest thing in the entire photo. You know what I mean? And then your text is kind of hard to read because it's also pretty small and just kind of tucked in there. You almost don't even need text for that one. You could just show the coolest thing in the build, like the airplane on the runway or something, fill a whole frame with it, and let the title kind of do the talking from there. There's a lot of tweaks you can make that I think that will help you, that are, similar advice, though, about making thumbnails that the text is either easier to read or maybe not even there at all.
Do you not think this is a phenomenal thumbnail?
I like that one. That's fair.
I would say it's unfortunate that this is a sort of thumbnail I think that would potentially get a video hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views if it went viral. Just because there's so much intrigue there. Like, you blew up this giant ball of TNT, so you're showing us the size, but in order to know what this looks like, I've got to click on the video. And it's a shame that this video just didn't perform that well. I'm wondering if you could maybe transfer this into a shorts, just so you can repurpose the content a little bit in that one.
Show the moment it blows up and make it a short. I will say my devil's advocate for you here, and this is just my own personal theory, is I've seen videos like that, like as of 10 years ago, people blowing up giant balls of TNT.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's kind of been done. So you got to kind of bring your twist to it. Shorts is nice because it's basically a new platform within YouTube. So that would be a great thing to do, is now that video has been out a month and it's only gotten 19 views, take the moment it blows up, make a short out of it and see how that does.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, this channel shows both the benefits and the poisoned curse of shorts, in that this channel is experimenting with shorts maybe one in every 3 or 4 videos. And look at the views, like 3,000 views, 700 views, 4,000 views. All of these are really good view counts for this channel. But then when they go back to the long form content, because that's how you build a community and you start to earn revenue, YouTube's just not giving you any traction, which is so frustrating. And it's trying to, I think a lot of people are struggling with trying to unlock the connection between the two right now. But I give credit for Donity not just going all in with shorts, with the understanding that maybe shorts gives you a lot of short-term benefits, but what is a long-term return on these shorts? As of yet, we still don't really understand that.
I've said this before, but the subscribers from shorts just don't seem to be very sticky, and subscribers in general just aren't. People hit subscribe all the time, and then an hour later forget about who you are, and maybe even more uploads don't help that. So that was already a problem, and now we have this thing where shorts, the red subscribe button's right there, and people are clicking on it on their way to their next video, and they're not really coming back. So you just have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, and it's still cool. 2,800 people saw your video about the survival world not being right. Those are real people that saw your content, and things just work a little bit differently. Like I said, it's basically a platform within the platform.
Yeah, like all of the most popular videos are shorts. Oh no, so you're having a bit of success here and there, like tutorials.
That one's cool. Creeper cannon. Yeah. I'd watch that.
Cool.
Can you do more stuff like that? You know, kind of next level.
Thank you, Dan. There are 600 of you watching this live stream right now. Thank you very much. But only 463 of you have liked it. So for the 140 who haven't, I'm fed up.
I mean, Dan was on the screen for a long time. That might have something to do with it. I don't know.
All right, then, Travis, let's get you back on. We're going to talk about Joe Saglimbeni. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. What is your channel about? Travis is going to try and work that out right now.
It was achieve greatness with a microphone, which can mean anything. And let's see, we have number one question of 2021. It's just shorts. Looking back at my YouTube live, 4 steps to become a millionaire. Okay, that's the first thing where I feel like you're giving something to the viewer. Second stimulus check. Okay, have fun with YouTube thumbnails. Okay, now we're starting. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, now we're starting to go all over the place. 5 stock tip holdings, election. I mean, you're really all over the place. So what I think is happening is this creator would love people to come for him. And then whatever he talks about, he wants them to hang out. And that's, that's the dream. Joe wants that. I totally get that. It is a little bit more difficult to do that when you're not giving a lot of value up front. In other words, what am I getting out of it? Because that's what people, when they don't know who you are, they want to know what are they getting out of the video? Are they learning something? Are they being entertained? Whatever the case may be. If they get that enough times, then they will come for you no matter what you're talking about. And I feel like a little bit like this feels like the cart's a little bit before the horse. Because if I come and I do like the stimulus check video, let's say that I came and I was like, oh, that's a good video. Hopefully he'll teach me more, and I subscribe to it. Nothing else after that really would help me again. And then I would either unsubscribe or I would just become one of those quote dead subscribers, which is why you'll see you have like 1,000 subscribers, but some videos are only getting a couple of views or whatever. So definitely look at like what brought all the boys to the yard, what milkshake brought all the boys to the yard, and then give them more of that.
Sorting by most popular here, Travis, I think it's a good indication of a lack of channel focus. The most popular video is something about does following your passion equal success? So that's kind of like how do you describe that type of channel? Motivation, maybe mental wellness. Then how you hit 100 subscribers, YouTube thumbnails, some tech review, some YouTube equipment review. So your most popular videos are leaning towards YouTube education. But as you say, Travis, in the last month, there's been stuff about stimulus checks and stocks, and none of them are really taking off. So I think, how long has this channel been going on for now? They've been on YouTube for 7 months now. I think they've done experimentation with 25 to 30 videos. I think you have to now decide what is your audience resonating with most. And in the last month, I don't think they've resonated really strongly with anything. The last successful video, I think, was this one, which was your YouTube journey. I think you got some questions to ask about who should be watching and why, the value proposition. Because as you say at the top here, Travis, achieve greatness can mean many things to many different people.
Yes. Achieve greatness in what?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I can even understand that, even having looked at a couple of the thumbnails here. And it could also be that that's a lot from that biggest video, like the video that did the most, because that's kind of what that video was about, was like achieving, you know, the achieving greatness thing. Doesn't really, but it still doesn't tell me anything. So I would try to focus on exactly what is your value proposition so people can understand what it is, and then they can relate to it and they can watch it, and then YouTube knows what type of people to send to your channel. So it's important to make that very clear in every possible way you can. I just don't think that that's there at the moment.
That is Joe Saglimbeni. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. All right. We've got a very special offer going on vidIQ right now. Travis, who you can see on screen right now, he is one of our leading certified. Apparently, you're certified. You're a certified YouTube expert. I didn't even realize this, Travis, but congratulations.
I am.
According to this. And all of our coaches here at vidIQ should be certified. I think I was certified at one point, but I'll let my certification expire. Because
I think mine
I'm
did
lazy.
too. But
we'll say it was certified by the time Travis potentially audits any of you. Because what we're offering here is a free one-on-one channel coaching session. So in this live stream, you'll get maybe 5-10 minutes tops of us talking a little bit about your channel, but then we've got to move on to the next thing. But with a year's vidIQ annual subscription, we are offering a one-on-one coaching session. Usually these coaching sessions would cost $500, or if you're in the Boost Plus coaching program, a significant amount more. But as our New Year's resolution and you starting your YouTube channel, maybe wanting to take your channel to the next level, you will be giving coaching advice from people such as Travis and Jeff, who you've also seen on our live streams, and Alexi and Alan and our other YouTube coaches. This is a limited places only offer. So if you want to act, and if you do want to take something like this, I guess you would see this as the teaser trailer in the Tuesday channel audits. We will focus 100% on your channel for an entire hour, plus all of the usual benefits you would get from an annual subscription to vidIQ, which gives you a 20% discount. Hopefully Dan H is putting the link in the chat now, but I also have a link to this in the description as well. So act fast. There are limited places, and this is a limited time offer as well. But I guess it will probably expire long before this time here, since we only have a limited number of Travises to dish out to people to help coach you on your YouTube journey. And Travis, if you did want to just add a little bit more, like you have testimonials from people like Sopo Gaming, who you took from 4,000 subscribers, I think, to over 1 million subscribers and multiple channels. What do you talk about in these channel coaching sessions?
You'd be amazed at how much of the the YouTube gurus and that sort of thing. So I've taken courses from other YouTube experts, so I'm using kind of that knowledge and that understanding. You'd be amazed at how much actual value we're giving away for free every week that I sometimes go over. But then the thing that really, the secret sauce, so to speak, really has to do with each individual channel.
Yeah.
So basically we have to look at your channel and figure out what the heck's going on, what's working, what isn't working. And while we can kind of tell from the outside, like we do here in audits, there's a whole other ball of wax when you're looking in the actual analytics, like retention graphs and click-through rates. Like we start looking at that stuff and we really start figuring out what happens. And then we take some channels to the next level.
So there we are. I've just seen it there. We've got 250 spots. There were 250 spots to begin with, but that number is likely already reduced. So if you want to take action and benefit from this offer, then I recommend clicking upgrade now to have a one-on-one coaching session along with all of the vidIQ tools that you will get for an entire year. With that being said, we're going to do some shout outs now. What we do here is these channels are in the form, and Dan picks these out, and we're just going to do a quick shout out, say hello, maybe a quick piece of advice. This doesn't exclude you from a channel audit later on, but we just want to get more channels involved because so many of you submit every single week. So the first channel shout out this week is going to go from Dan C. Who are we saying hello to here?
Hickey Race Engineering, I believe. I was reading the channel name, then I had to read the name.
Yeah.
I will say I really, really like these thumbnails. I know that I'm going to say the text on some of them could go, but the pictures are really cool. I like those gears there. I like the welding. That's awesome.
All right, and that is
nice
that is
thumbnails.
Haruru, who has 188 subscribers. Dan H, you're next.
Yes, let's give a shout out to Valader. 3,650 subscribers. Looks to be a lot of Among Us content, which, as we always say, is you want to ride some of these trends. And I think Among Us has lasted a lot longer than some of us expected. So great job. And I'm sure there's some shorts mixed in there because we know that those do pretty great for Among Us as well.
I am going to do a shout out to La Gazette, who is the first YouTube fashion and culture magazine. You have over 1,000 subscribers. Looks like a unique channel. We haven't seen many channels that look at the lifestyle and culture of a particular city or country, so that's good to see. I would maybe suggest less text and more color and pop on your thumbnails. If you are a fashion and culture channel, then we really want to see you selling those things in your thumbnails, and sometimes the text just destroys that a little bit. For example, I really like this thumbnail, but maybe zoom in a little bit more on the two protagonists in the thumbnail, and maybe you need to cut out the text because I just don't think it's required. Travis, who are you saying hello to?
I'm saying hello to Apple's Trophy, with a bunch of Among Us content, with some shorts going on, and a bunch of other things with some meme-ish type stuff, but mostly Among Us. Check out Apple's Trophy for when you need to give your Apple. Maybe it's Applebee's Trophy.
Maybe. I'm going to stay with you, Travis, because I think you'll be able to associate with this channel.
Yeah. MMA Corner. Yeah, I used to have a large mixed martial arts podcast back in the day, and lots of stuff going on. Of course, we got a bunch of fights coming up. Conor McGregor about to make his return. I'm really excited about that. And it looks like he has some coverage here. So if you're into MMA Corner, it's got you covered.
And Dan C, you are saying hello to...
Amic Gep?
I swear, I'm not picking the ones with a difficult channel names to pronounce. It's purely random.
All I know about this channel is that they really like subscribe buttons.
Yeah, I'm clicking on these. None of them were working.
Not necessarily that you should subscribe, just that they like the buttons themselves, nice and red and big and bright.
I'm clicking. It's not doing anything.
Looks like a Minecraft channel. I will say that these thumbnails aren't half bad. I kind of there's not a lot going on in them, which is good in this case because it's like it's a video about a bed, a video about a boat, a video about some target practice. That's cool. So yeah, keep it up.
And Dan H, you are going to shout out.
Ooh, Shri Bhuvneshwari Kitchen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think
Spot
that was
on there.
pretty close. It's a cooking channel. Only 31 subscribers, but still, on their way up. Looks like they're making great food. I would just suggest maybe a little less on some of these thumbnails, right? Really spotlight one individual thing. I think these things look good, but it's hard to see exactly what's going on in this video, and you really want to spotlight that.
You know what the interesting thing with these thumbnails is that when I just looked at these to begin with, I thought all of these were top-down shots of stuff in bowls, but I think what they're actually doing is taking a shot of the food and then placing it in a circular shape image. It just throws me off a little bit there.
I agree with you. I definitely thought those were all bowls.
Yeah.
Well, their logo is a whole bunch of food in bowls in the middle of every thumbnail. Just
oh
about.
Yeah, no, didn't spot that either, Dan. Ooh.
It's kind of a collage of thumbnails in one thumbnail.
Yeah.
Bowl inception.
Bowlception.
There we go. I'm going to do the last shout out here to Cronybet, and you are a channel about. I'm talking in a very staccato way to try and slow myself down. Oh, I think you're about Minecraft, although. I don't know what that's about, but there you are. You found it, whatever it is. So yeah, Minecraft channel. Looks as if you're experimenting with shorts, as are many channels right now. But so far, you've not had any breakthroughs yet on the shorts, it looks like. So keep plugging away there, and we wish you the very best of luck there, Cronybet. As I say, we will be potentially picking your channels when we do the random selections. But for now, I think it's been long enough since we sent you Dan C's images for tweeting and memeing. So let's see what we've got here, Dan. You ready for this? Here we go. Is my internet going to work so that we can see some of these images? Let's just zoom in. Okay, a lot of these require me to click on the thumbnails.
That's funny because that's like that's funny.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. That's a brilliant one.
That's great.
That is great. I want to pick that channel, Dan, but it's up
Pick
to
it.
you. Yeah, should we do Sensei Writer? The thing is, for me,
Sorry, Christian just put one on Twitter that was great too. We've already audited your channel though.
I just let my fiance go on TikTok for longer while I play on the computer. Where's your channel, Sensei Writer? We want to choose your channel, but you haven't shared your channel name, so I can't pick it, unfortunately.
It's Sensei Writer.
Is it? Do you reckon that's what it is? Okay.
That's what they said on their thing, but I would have linked it.
Yeah, because look, I've got to copy and paste. Right, if this doesn't work, then I've run out of patience. So let's. Is that going to work? We're going to assume this is you.
Well,
yeah.
If it doesn't work, we'll have some advice for you.
Yeah,
yeah. Include your link in the tweets. All right, gaming and reacting. All right then.
Okay.
So is it reacting to gaming, or a gaming reacting separate things?
It looks like two separate things because they're reacting to Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is a TV show, but then they're playing Minecraft. So this to me is two different passions in one channel.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is pick one of these things and make your channel about it. And maybe start with just which is doing better. Do your Minecraft videos do well? Do your reactions do well? Other games you play? And, if that's something you can stick with, get your channel focused.
Just sorting by most popular to get an idea, and I haven't really got a good indication there yet.
Yeah. Kind of maybe it's kind of a new channel. They certainly have a passion for creating videos.
Yeah, so this is all content in the last 3 months.
Wow. So, yeah, I think a lot of channels kind of start out like this, right? They just try different things, see what sticks, see what they enjoy, and you got to go through that journey. You got to figure out what you like doing the most and also what you feel like is going to get you, seen by the most people as well. So you've done a lot of that. You have a little bit of data here, but stick to one passion at a time, and if you love playing Minecraft, maybe that's how you unwind at the end of a long day. And explore branching out later on, but I would just be one or the other.
All right then. So that is Sensei Writer. Thank you for your wonderful tweet. Let me get back to the right one. So did you say there was a really good one that just come in?
Well, it's from Tristan, but we've audited them a handful of times now. Okay. It wasn't that. It was this one here. Very
good. Let's see what else we've got.
That Groundhog Day.
Timing out spammers. There's some good ones here.
Hey, he's right. That is spot on, Jack. You are. Well, I'm going to pick this one as well. Jack Games. You are right. We are ranked number 1. Oh, I think we covered this channel before. That channel banner is very familiar to me. So I think maybe a few months ago we covered this one.
Yeah, this is a variety gaming channel, and you guys know how I feel about that. But I will say that. There's still plenty of channels out there like this. You're covering indie games. You're covering smaller games that, if you did it enough, you might be an authority eventually on just indie games and maybe a certain genre. I think Good Company and Frostpunk are really similar. I haven't played Good Company, but I have played Frostpunk, and these are like management games where you have, a top-down view of a lot of people and you're telling them what to do. So maybe that's your niche, right? One thing you could do, a piece of advice that I haven't given a whole lot, is that you especially need to be focused on joining these communities. So I did say this earlier, join the Discords of all these different games. But what you can also do is go on Steam, link your YouTube to your Steam profile, and you can actually post your videos on Steam, and you can tell Steam, hey, I made a Frostpunk video. You can select Frostpunk. And the Frostpunk community on Steam can find your video. It's not going to get you hundreds and hundreds of views or anything like that, but it's just another way to promote your content and to help make you kind of that authority on, indie games and things like that. Oh, look at this. Top 10 tips.
Yeah, so as I was scanning through there, Dan, what I noticed was that when it just seems to be a Let's Play video, you get a very similar amount of views. But as you preach so often, if it was something about an update, a tutorial, or in this case, listicles, the videos perform significantly better, like 2x, 3x views. So that's what you should be doing if you want to grow and build your... Well, not necessarily grow your community, because I think the community is sticking around and watching your content. If you want more people to see your videos in terms of a wider audience, then these are the videos that are definitely working for you.
Yeah, if you can do more of these updates and top 10 tips, and then you can start mixing in the Let's Plays, the things that definitely won't get as many views, but will start to engage those subscribers, those who came from the top 10 tips video, you can find a nice balance in there.
And then I would argue that maybe some of these thumbnails just aren't telling me much. I know what game I'm playing, but does that need more of an explainer? Like,
can you
sometimes do you need some text?
Yeah. Can you zoom in on your factories anymore? Because to me, even though I can see, like, the logo is the clearest thing, and I'm saying that, but I'm also saying the thumbnail is very busy looking, like the logo kind of gets lost a little bit. This is tough because this is a top-down game. How much can you zoom in? How good can you really make a thumbnail like this? But you might have to get creative because that comes with the territory. This is how I ran my channel years ago. I would cover all these different indie games in a very similar niche, and I kept running into this problem. Some games made better thumbnails than others. So you have to get really creative.
All right, so that is Jakmas Games. Thank you very much. We'll return to the tweets soon. As always, I was wrong with my timings. We're overrunning, so we've got 2 more pre-selected channels to do. So let's start with Art Beehive, and let's get Travis back in play here. What are we looking at here with Art Beehive?
I don't know. See, so you would think something that has to do with either art or beehives, and I see gaming logos and painting. So the painting stuff, okay, art's there. Okay, so art, yeah, watercolor for beginners, night sky, no farmer, no food. So I'm again confused. Definitely art related, right? I'm trying to get a theme going, even like I see the sky.
Let me pitch this to you, Travis. I think you were thrown off that you had this was something to do with gaming because this thumbnail was the most clear, whereas all of the others are a little more busy. So you had to jump into the titles to try and understand what the videos were about. So it feels to me as if that's a good reflection of how important your thumbnail needs to be in terms of being super clear.
I mean, if you think about it, for art channel, you're trying to prove your worth before they ever click on it. I think a thumbnail for a lot of other niches is important, but not as important. It's incredibly important for food channels and art channels because without that, no one's going to click. You might be able to get away with, a mediocre thumbnail on other niches, but in art and in food, I don't think you can.
So if we take maybe this one as an example, what I'm doing here is highlighting all of the stuff that's probably just a distraction in the thumbnail. Like all of this text, this background of a leaf here, none of that matters. The only thing that you should be focusing on, how do I change color? Is this going to work? Yeah. Is blowing that up and making that the focus so that it's much more zoomed in. I can see the detail of the image. And then you could probably apply that to the majority of the thumbnails here. I've seen watercolor a couple of times, so I'm just going to do a quick search for watercolor painting, and we'll see what the thumbnails are here.
Look how much cleaner and nicer.
This one's certainly cleaner, yeah. There's, I guess, a tutorial there, a do and a don't. This one's a little more stylized, but just that those 2 pens, and then the image, a lot cleaner. This is where, I think this is a money shot thumbnail. I think that's absolutely perfect as a watercolor thumbnail. So again, just familiarize yourself with these thumbnails and then go back to these thumbnails. And can you just see immediately how more busy they are? And so it takes the potential viewer, more time to deconstruct what I'm clicking into.
Yep, 100%, totally agree. Unclutter it and be simple. Take a look at search. It'll tell you all. Yeah,
there we are. So that's Art Beehive. Pre-congratulations on 100 subscribers, though, when you do hit that very soon. And now we'll do flavors by Nihan. And let's start with Dan C, a little bit of Dan H, and then a final sprinkling of Travis on this one.
Nicely done. Okay, so we have here another cooking channel. It seems like every week we come across a channel just like this. I will say, because we always hammer on about thumbnails when it comes to cooking channels, as we should. I, once again, am going to give the same advice we've given a lot today and in every stream. we don't need the text on these. Like, these photos are really nice. Some better than others, but for the most part, I think the thumbnails are spot on minus the text. Like, I would just do away with it completely. That's a very small nitpick, though. I don't think that is going to make or break anything. I just think it's going to help a little bit. As for the titles, I always struggle with the the two different languages, and we see it so often. Is there a channel that's like the pinnacle of success with that strategy? Is there someone we could point to and go, oh, they do it, and they do it with great success?
We're just so unfamiliar with the South Asian, it's in Indian, Pakistani territory in terms of looking at that content all the time, all week. We just come across these, as you say, Dan, like for 5 minutes every live stream. I just think it's one of those territorial differences. I think for those channels it does work because there's a mix of languages. I did just want to stop on the point of losing a text, because we often say you should just lose the text with these food thumbnails. And when instinctively I agree with you. And I think, is it always right to do that? Or perhaps the text needs to be used more sensibly? Like, for example, this one, could we get rid of a text, or could we replace it with in 5 minutes? Or for less than $10, or just something that's perhaps aids the thumbnail a little bit more. I ask that because maybe in this thumbnail, I think the positioning of a text here is fine. It doesn't sort of destroy the pasta image,
right?
But it's pasta, so maybe we can use different text, which would be more suited. And that's not I'm not disagreeing with you there, Dan. It's like a conversation piece, and I'd love because the other Dan and Travis to add anything if you thought.
Just the one I was looking at is the latest one where it's white text on a white background. Stuff like that. If I can't read it anyway, I don't think it should be there. But I do agree that, yes, if you're going to use text, we already know what it is in the title and the picture. So something else. I do like that idea.
Because it was this one that, because without the text, it could be, are you sure it's a chocolate ice cream?
Yeah.
But if you said this with, like, I don't know, the text was 3 ingredients, or make this in 5 minutes, or some other text, I'm just wondering how that would aid or perhaps hinder the potential click. Travis, please, I'd love just your thoughts on this. Because I mean, we talk about food thumbnails so much. I'm just adding a new discussion piece into it.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's all about earlier I said art or food channels. It's all about thumbnails, right? Some of these aren't as like a hot cocoa short. I mean, I should want to drink that directly out of the thumbnail. Like, you look at that. There's something satisfying about that. There's like the scoop in the middle of the like all of that. You should make you want to have it right there and then. And if you don't have that shot, take time. To be honest, you can spend hours upon hours shooting the video, but if you're a food channel and you don't spend the time on the thumbnail, you really are doing yourself a disservice, and you're not going to get the views you want. I'm not saying that this channel's not getting good views for their size. They are. But whenever I see this,
that's right.
I would always say, how much better could it be doing if the thumbnails were just a little bit leveled up? And some of these don't need a lot of help. Some of them are actually even fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, the hot cocoa one feels like it could be so much better. And some of these other ones could be a little bit better. And get rid of the text. Most of the time, you don't need the text at all. So just really become a student of thumbnails for food. It's so critical for your niche. For other niches, again, you can get away with some type of template. But I'll tell you, with food, you just have to knock it out of the park if you really want to grow.
All right, Dan H., you've turned into the dessert on this channel, Audit. So
you
give us some sweet advice.
A snack? Isn't that?
Yeah, I'm a snack now. That works. Dessert is my favorite meal of the day. So one thing I would jump back to is we gave a shout out to Shri earlier and mentioned that their thumbnails were a bit crowded. So if she's still here or watches this video back, this is definitely a better example of someone who's doing it a little bit better. But again, even then, we're saying, there are some tweaks that you could do because, again, the niche is so hard to grow in. So the kind of advice we're going to give is, especially for this person, is to hammer down on these very clearly Middle Eastern, Persian kind of inspired dishes and make sure that you're being seen as an expert in this type of stuff, which obviously you're making great food. It's going to be a bit slow to grow because it's such a hard niche to grow at. So every little thing you could do a little bit better than your last video is going to be help you a lot. And then, you have to think about whether or not, if you want rapid growth, you might have to glom onto some trends, right? What are the food trends at the moment that are blowing up on YouTube? Are there sort of fusion dishes that you can do? Can you leverage giant brands? Can you make a KFC fusion with Persian 12 herbs and spices type of video that will gain you some more views? Because again, you're doing a great job. It's a young channel. You're doing good in terms of growing, but these are the sort of little things that you have to battle with or decide with that are going to help you kind of hit some of those next levels because it's such a competitive niche.
I can now see that there are 560 people watching and we have 630 likes. So somebody is cheating the system by giving us multiple likes, but we approve. Thank you very much. That is all of the pre-selected channels. So we now get into this second round, I guess, of audits. And this is roughly how it works. We have the forms here, which hopefully you've been filling out as we've been doing a live stream. And we have 390 and 480. So I'm going to fix my machine and let's just say we're going to have 500 and hope we don't get a wrong number picked. We go to the ball of choice or the grabber of choice. We pick out a number. The number comes out 237. And since we haven't done a gaming channel for a while, that's where we will go first. And this is how we're going to pick channels for the next hour or so, along with some meme tweets. So let's start with this one. It is Eric the Okapai. Have I pronounced that right? I don't know. But we're going to audit your channel anyway. And congratulations, first of all, on 50 subscribers. And this is hopefully a gaming channel. So what are we looking at here, Dan?
Is that all the videos?
Yeah, I can't really see. Are these games?
Kinda. Sometimes we're just trying different stuff. We're talking about a grocery store shutting down, where I was in a Mr. Beast Minecraft event. That I would expect on a gaming channel, but then
yeah,
is that cup stacking? So, the obvious advice here is going to be channel focus.
Channel focus, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And it's hard for me to say much more than that, other than we've made a lot of videos on that. I had one the other day, yesterday, in fact. So, just take stock in what you've done so far. If you want a cup stacking channel, which could be a lot of fun, make a cup stacking channel. Or if you want a gaming channel, make that. But mixing all these different things, basically, this is like a place for somebody to store moments of their life. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to try this cup stacking thing. I'll film it and I'll put it on YouTube so I don't lose it. That's what I feel like I'm looking at right now. So I think this is just going to be a matter of deciding what you want to do with YouTube now that you've tried uploading some videos and putting some stuff out there.
I agree with all of what you said, Dan, and another good plug for checking out your video on how to start a gaming channel in 2021. We're going to a non-gaming channel this time, so we just alternate between the two. So this is channel 26 out of the ones that have submitted, and their channel looks a little like this. It's Ohio AG Videos, and it looks as if you are an agricultural channel, a farming channel, maybe some content about tractors as well. This is one of these channels where we have to stress that there is an audience for everything, and we've seen huge farming / tractor channels blow up. I think Huntsville Farming is one who's been a regular on the live streams and has been doing really well in the past year or two. What do you think of this one, Travis, just looking at the thumbnails and what they have to offer us here?
Now, the actually thumbnails here are not too bad. You get to see a kind of a big view of each individual device, like the harvester and that
device.
Sort of thing. I don't know what else to call it.
It's like the tech description there, isn't it? Vehicles.
vehicles. But I think it's important also to kind of point out when we were talking about thumbnails here that context is important, and every niche is a little bit different, and the tolerances are completely different. So people that are looking for this type of content, this is closer to the type of thumbnail style they're actually looking for. They're not looking for your traditional like YouTuber face in a colored background with a cutout. They want to see what they're gonna get, right? And it's kind of the same way with, if you think about it like this, let's say your toilet clogged, right? And you wanted to figure out a video on how to unclog it, like you didn't know. Would you be looking for the YouTuber face by Joe the Plumber? Or are you looking for a picture that's obviously a screen grab with someone like fixing the toilet?
Yeah.
You're probably going to choose that one. So every niche and every like opportunity for growth and in that particular niche has to do with the context of the person looking for it. So when I look at these and I see the screen grabs and I say they're fine, you might go, well, I don't understand. That's why. So you just have to think about the sensibilities of the people that are watching it, and I kind of like it. It's very, I think it's in niche, and they're action shots too, by the way.
I was just going to do a search here and see if I'm wondering what potentially the themes or the topics could be here. Is it just the labeling the vehicle, or like, do you need some sort of descriptor in the title? Just looking at these videos here,
It seems like it matters what they're harvesting too.
Okay.
There's the vehicle and then the what, what is it harvesting?
Mm-hmm. So, some toy ones have been slipped in there as well.
I like, how does a combine work too? That's, you could go there to some simple stuff. This looks like a kind of a vlog of sorts, like here's me on my farm, and today I'm just harvesting this, I'm cleaning the tractor, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting, and I think there's certainly a place for that.
So harvesting wheat, treading hay, the Massey Ferguson 2675 mowing runway. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with this content. Just continue to keep it up, and as you said, the thumbnails are doing the business for the niche that they're in. Now, here's an interesting one. Why did this one do so well? 670 views. Is that a person or is that a location? Because you put in not clickbait as if to suggest that people won't believe what's in there, but it looks as if
it was a collab.
Oh, so a larger channel perhaps. Okay, yeah, maybe that was it. But it's good that you can do collabs, and that proves how, in certain instances, collabing with other channels can see a shared audience on a channel. So well done to Ohio AG Farm Videos. I guess the channel banner could probably include a tractor and a value proposition a little bit as well. Or even if it does just say, I do farming stuff. That might be better than this landscape, because it doesn't tell us anything at all about the channel. Neither does the channel name right now either. So let's move on to the next channel, which is going to be a gaming channel this time. 346. Let's pick that one out and see what we've got on offer here. They call themselves Ghost YT FF. And let's see what they're making videos about. Your official update channel, Free Fire. Is that a game?
I guess it's a game.
So
I've not heard of it, but
so just looking at the channel banner and your value proposition, that suggests to me that you are a channel that's going to update us on a game called Free Fire. The thumbnails don't agree with that. So has your niche changed, or are we misinterpreting it? And if it's either of the two, then something's been lost a little bit in communication with a brand new visitor to your channel.
Yeah, and I would say that because I do see, like 4 days ago, Free Fire, all upcoming one-man punch items. There's this habit of not capitalizing anything in the title, which just makes it like, you don't have to do that for the purposes of like SEO, but it just makes it feel, and I'm sorry to have to use this word, but lazy. It's just kind of like there's not a lot of effort put into me uploading this video. This is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. It lacks this very weird, subtle, just professionalism, I guess.
Unless there's a specific intent to do that, but I'm not seeing an intent.
I'm not either.
Yeah, as I said, it lacks a bit of professionalism and I guess credibility as well.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I'll say that you should probably, Travis put this great earlier, be a student of thumbnails. invest in yourself a little bit, learn how to put together a good thumbnail, and I would have to say, like, there's not any thumbnail here that's jumping out at me, and that's gonna be a make or break for you. I've never heard of this game. That might be a me problem, but it's also probably good to do a little bit of research and see, is this a game that has a decent sized audience in 2020? 7 months ago,
like a Fortnite clone of some kind, maybe.
Okay, no, that's good.
So these are the thumbnails you want to be looking at,
Yeah.
and also again, just going back to your official update channel. I've got a question. Does update actually appear in any of your titles?
Well, yeah, one there.
Once.
Very first one.
So, as we were going back to the channel that was what games were we talking about? Good Company, and we were saying that their best performing videos were updates, new information, listicles. You should be doing this for this Free Fire game rather than the titles that you're currently using. For example, this one here, Free Fire new items, you could do so much more with that. It might be Free Fire update 1.7 new items review, or something with a lot more description, and then follow that up with one of the new items and maybe the cost of it or why it's a really interesting item. Because none
best
of these,
weapons, best upgrades,
weapons, maps, that type of thing. Because none of this is making you want to click on your content. Having said that, your most recent videos, there's a little uptick in views here, which is good to see. And I think this one here does feel a little more newsworthy, and you're saying something impressive in the game. So following on the theme of these two videos is probably where you would want to be going as well. So that is Ghost YT FF. Let's pick another non-gaming channel here, and then maybe we'll go back to the tweets. 488. I don't think we have 488 non-gaming channels, so we'll have to take the latest one and see what they have to offer us here. Let's see what we have. They're called Twins. You've passed 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to you. And you are a what? My guess is you provide anime music, but I'm only judging that from the thumbnails. I'm gonna have to maybe mouse over one. That was the only one that gave me a teaser. So it looks as if it's a slight animation of the thumbnail and music.
Someone in chat said remix channel.
Yeah, AMVS and visuals promote artists.
Anime music video, is that what that is?
Right, yeah. So it sounds like you get people to submit their music to you, and then you add some animation to it. That's what I'm interpreting here.
This is another one of those where we need to look at other people in this space to see what they're doing, you know, just the biggest players in the space to kind of learn what it is that makes these videos tick, you know.
It's tough too, because those, you know, thumbnails and animation are great, but we have no idea if this is reused content, if these are original, you know, drawings. If these are original drawings, they're amazing.
Yeah,
and that's definitely true. The route to go down. But obviously, we can't judge necessarily, where you're getting the music from, where you're getting the animation from. But from the outside and knowing nothing about it, all this looks really, really good.
Yes, so some of these have more animation in them as well. Let's just go back to the description again. Yeah, some challenging questions about potential copyright here. Not necessarily in the music, but perhaps these graphics. Because considering how much content you're pushing out, like these videos were done 3 in the last day, I can't imagine that you're able to animate all of this in such a short space of time. So, yeah, I guess we're a little stuck on this one, aren't we?
Yeah, people, as a couple people in chat said, it's Nightcore, and I just had to look it up because I'm just not that cultured. I apologize, but an Nightcore edit is a cover track that speeds up the pitch and time of its source material by 10 to 30%. The name is derived from, you know, so this is obviously going to be reused content, and I've seen videos like this. I just never knew what they were called, and I've always wondered how they, how they're allowed on YouTube, I guess, because it is somebody reusing content. They're not really adding much of their own spin to it, and I guess I wonder what the goal is for a channel like this. That's kind of what we have to ask the creator here. Is what do you hope to do? Because I don't think you can monetize this content.
Okay. Apologies if we haven't given you a thorough audit there, but I think sometimes when we get caught up in a copyright question, it can be difficult to move on from there. But we will. So the next channel we're going to pick here is a gaming channel, and that is 388. Wow, over 500 gaming submissions now. That's impressive work. And we're going to be looking at Ezo Gaming for this one. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? I actually need the channel link rather than...
There's nothing like watching someone doing something that is
I know.
having no ability to stop them.
No. Ezo Gaming then. Star and Angel. Okay, so you haven't been on YouTube too long, and welcome to YouTube. Already cracked 20 subscribers. You've already had one video over 50 views, which is good to see. And after a little bit of testing with Spider-Man, it looks like you are going to niche down on Dragon Ball content. And if you are, I think you're definitely going to have to simplify these thumbnails, because it looks like on the surface you're taking 3 different clips from Dragon Ball Z imagery, which is already pretty complicated to begin with, and then you're using red text on top of that. So you're crossing a lot of red flag tick boxes in the vidIQ channel audit checklist there. But having said that, you found a niche, you're sticking to that niche. Each video is getting over 12 views, which for a small channel is not a bad start. So I'm encouraged there. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm getting into with each of these videos, because the thumbnails and the titles perhaps are not descriptive enough or leading me into what I'm going to get out of it. But hopefully you'll learn that over time. Video lengths are also good as well and consistent. So yeah, I think some promising stuff here for this channel early on. Dan, anything to add here?
Yeah. So one of the things I noticed is obviously the 3 or 4 Spider-Man videos. Oh, it's 3. 3 Spider-Man videos, and they were only from a few weeks ago. And if you had come to me and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about making a Spider-Man channel for Spider-Man on PS4. Do you think I should?" I would have told you that you're probably a year or two too late. It's just not getting searched as much. So what I just did is I'm kind of asking myself about the same question about the Dragon Ball Legends content, and it came out on May 17th, 2018. So is there a newer version of the game, and if there's not, B, what is the community currently doing with this game? Because it looks like you're going after things we talk about, like 14-star monsters, things that people might actually search for. It's just game relevance kind of comes into play here too. If there's a newer Dragon Ball game that everybody's onto right now, then that might be something you need to look into. Like Spider-Man has a PS5 counterpart now, so people are more likely to be playing that than the PS4 version. So these are all things to kind of take into account when you're starting a channel like this.
All right, that is Ezo Gaming. I'm going to pick a non-gaming channel again, and hopefully Travis can muscle in on this one before we lose him. So this is a channel that looks something like this. Sergeant Chong, I think your channel is called. Channel banner isn't revealing too much. Travis, this might be a difficult one for you to...
It is. I don't know what the heck's going on here. We're a savage when we need him. Let's see how much Mr. Beast. So there's a little bit of like, what is it called? Trend jacking or something going on here. Yeah. Mr. Beast thoughts, that sort of thing, which, there's nothing wrong with that. But again, it's like, it looks like, is this a younger creator? Is this like a really young creator?
If that's him, then yeah, they definitely a younger creator.
That's kind of interesting. I guess rather than doing some of this kind of general YouTube stuff, talk about being a young creator that like kids your age can connect with. Like, I think that's more interesting than trying to do the random stuff that 90% of the people out there starting a YouTube channel are trying to do right now. Talk about you and like the type of, I mean, not just you, because obviously you want to give value, but like the things that you have to deal with dealing with COVID and not going to school, not being with your friends. Like, talk about that stuff. That stuff's kind of interesting. And I bet you would find other people that are interested in that as well, rather than a random, if you don't click this video, you lost a prize. Like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of that, it'd be more interesting to say, I haven't seen my best friend in 3 months. That's at least more compelling. And this happened or something like, you know what I mean? Like, give me some of that, because as a younger kid who's going to grow up in whatever is left after this whole mess is done, I think that's much more interesting than just random content.
I think this is an interesting one here, Travis. I know it didn't get that many views, but it kind of follows on with your theme of trying to connect with a younger audience. Like 3 very good YouTubers under a certain age, and I watch these because I'm of a similar age to them, and so that kind of following on along that story, perhaps. In this sense, simple advice I would give is for your thumbnails, try and limit yourself to 3 words per thumbnail, just so that we can get rid of thumbnails like this and this, which are going to take far too long for somebody to read when they're scrolling through a feed. But we wish you all of the best, Sergeant Chong, in your YouTube journey. And yeah, you're approaching 50 subscribers already, and clearly have a passion for making video content, given that this is all from pretty much the last week. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so another thing might be is, so for each row of videos, I want you to make 1 video. So like put a lot more effort and skills into turning all of these 5 videos, 6 videos into one higher quality video. Because I think that's going to make a huge difference. I wouldn't be surprised if your average view duration is quite low at the moment, but clearly you have a lot of YouTube passion, and we want to encourage that. So good luck going forward, Sergeant Chong. Let's now go back to the tweets and see what people have been doing with Dan's game controlling face over the last half an hour. Let's see. Oh, wow.
Whoa, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, not a bad one there.
They've done quite a few.
Yeah, FWP has got.
I have to pick them just for their effort that is unwavering.
Enthusiasm. Wow, FWP is taken over. So yeah, let's take a look at this channel. Thank you for your tweets there. That makes my memes of the week choices very easy next week. All right, Minecraft channel, Dan, with a cow as a channel avatar.
It should be a Minecraft cow. What's going on?
Yeah, definitely.
There are cows in Minecraft. Let's see. So, how to build a netherite farm. That thumbnail is almost perfect. I would have taken away the metric, the 1,000 to 10,000 per hour. Like, that's the kind of stuff. You're getting into the weeds on your thumbnail. That's the kind of stuff you're going to say in the video. But just the stacks of netherite, that would get anyone to click who's trying to figure out, how the heck do I get this stuff? It's very rare. So that one's cool. You're getting quite a few views on these videos for how many subscribers?
3,000 subscribers.
Okay. Cool.
What's
What's the most popular?
There's some breakout content here. YouTube Shorts.
It's
the curse of the YouTube Shorts.
That resolution is strange, though.
It's very
is that definitely
strange.
Short, or is that just the thumbnail showing up weird? It doesn't look vertical.
It's probably a cropped landscape video, I would imagine. Yeah. So it's a square video with a landscape video cropped in the middle of it.
Yeah. So what?
It worked.
It did work.
It definitely worked.
So here's what my advice is going to be for this channel, because I think they're doing this quite a bit where they're capturing their phone screen like this. We always tell people, you're gonna need to invest in your channel, and maybe you've already fixed this because some of your thumbnails don't look like this one, but make sure you invest in screen capturing software. If that means getting a new phone, that might be just an investment for your YouTube channel. It looks like 6 days ago you have a similar video. You're capturing it very well. I mean, the image is clear, but it's the kind of thing where, like, there's other channels competing with you that are capturing their phone screens in full resolution without pointing their camera at a phone. So invest in some capturing software. Invest in your channel. We here at vidIQ, we all invested in nice microphones. You do have to drop some money, but that is when you're passionate about creating, when this is something you want to do, that suddenly that just becomes the cost of doing business. So that could be just maybe not right now, but something you look at in the future if you're trying to look at how to improve your content.
I was just scrolling through to see if there was anything else of interest. I think, yeah, as you say, Dan, that is the closest thumbnail to something really good on the channel. It needs still a couple of tweaks, but most of these are, well, when they are shorts, the short thumbnail is fine, but some of the specific thumbnails when the videos are longer need a bit of work. This one, for example, like update video, that tells non-subscribers so little about the channel that we'd want to see more there. There we go.
And even subscribers, like update for the game, update for what's going on your channel. It's just a bit hard to say.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can pick another one from the tweets. Oh, Dan the Dad, eh? Oh, that's another one from WP30 as well.
Papa Dan. I'm gonna get ahead of everybody on that one. Papa Dan. Let's see.
Ooh.
Anime Dan?
Nice.
Anime Dan.
Nice one there.
Naruto, maybe?
Yeah. That's true. I am. Oh well.
Wait.
Oh.
It wasn't the right image, but it's great.
Wow. That's awesome.
Where's that from? Is that?
I was drinking coffee.
Oh, somebody just got you then. All right, blimey.
Let's do that one.
Alien Remix. Thank you for that one there.
I know they broke the rules, but I'll approve it. I'll allow it.
Jace.
Oh wow.
Jace Dial. Hope I pronounce your name right. Oh, this is going to be one of these. Oh no, it's not. I was going to say Danky Mimi channel, but it's not. It's not. It's
Disney Channel.
It's somebody who does voiceovers for popular cartoon characters, I think. So I think this is one of these where if you have a unique skill that is very difficult to replicate by others, embrace it. Or are you actually a professional voice actor? I could be wrong there as well.
I think they're actually showcasing people who do voiceovers. I don't know if it's them, because it's different people and all these like
you could be
thumbnails
right.
and stuff, and some different topics.
I guess then we'd have to click to find out. Oh, what is this channel exactly about?
Definitely a Pixar focus and Disney focus.
Well, we tell everyone to find their niche, right? So this guy has definitely found his niche, all about Pixar, mostly about the voices and voiceover, but it's a lot of stuff, right? This Easter egg stuff, behind the scenes type of stuff. That stuff does really well. I know I watch a ton of that for Marvel and for video games and stuff like that. So they're doing a great job of honing in on something very specific.
Woo! Wow, 7 million views on that one. So the questions start to become, why are you not creating any content right now? Because it's clear that whenever you do create content, your audience laps it up, because all of these videos have got more views than subscribers. So it's a very simple decision from us. Your audience wants more content from you, so make it if you can.
And give yourself a call to action in your videos too. So hey, subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
We know Disney Plus. Disney Plus is one of the few outlets that is still putting out a lot of content, right? Soul just came out last week. So there's no reason for a Disney channel to, especially in these times, to not be putting out content outside of life stuff and all the stuff that we know can get in the way. But there's definitely great opportunity here. And if you're submitting your channel for a review, I assume that's because you want to create stuff, right? You just made a Twitter meme while we're watching this. So obviously our advice is get on it. Start making some more of this content, because it seems like you know what you're doing.
This is the entire content for the channel. That's it in 9 years. I mean, they've probably actually been creating for the last 2. But yeah, it's a simple one. Make more content. Travis, anything to add here?
Disney just dropped like a ton of info too about stuff coming out. There's probably a lot there you can work with.
Oh, there's tons that you can work with, but it seems like he's more on the kind of family-friendly side, like the Toy Story and Buzz Lightyear and that sort of thing, rather than like the Star Wars side and that sort of jazz. But there's plenty there.
12 million views for a channel with 30,000 subscribers.
That's crazy.
Thumbnails look fantastic. I guess you were really doubling down on Toy Story when that was released. So that proves that when you cover Disney content that's trending, you can be one of the dominant authorities on a subject. So like, I think, as Dan said, Disney Plus is your home right now, and I think you've only done one video on it that I can see in the last year. So congratulations, Jason. Thank you for the tweet as well. I think now, did we pick one more tweet? Was there? I think there was a good one just further up that I was going to pick before. I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
So let's do Dante's Inferno, I think. Your flame will never fade. And this is a gaming channel, League of Legends, I think. Right, hang on. Hang on. What's going on? Right, we need to check this. What's going on here? So we got a video here with 66,000 views. Another one with 2,000 views, and you've got 230 subscribers. Those are YouTube Shorts. So what are you mixing? Hang on. So you're making custom thumbnails for YouTube Shorts, and they're all what, Let's Plays? Okay.
Yeah, in this case, the thumbnails don't really matter. We can point to the thumbnail wallpaper, but it's irrelevant.
Yeah, for Shorts. Wow, look
Not
at that.
great ratio on likes to dislikes as well. So
yes, that's really intriguing for a short as well. I mean, again, the weird ecosphere of shorts in that this has 50,000 views and less than 150 engagements in total in terms of likes and dislikes. I'm surprised that many people would bother to dislike a video on a short.
Well, the like and dislike buttons are they're right in your face on shorts. You know, there's not a lot you can do, but subscribe, like, and dislike are just all right there.
How many views?
What do we say to a channel like this? Make more. I mean,
I just want to know how many views this channel's got. We're approaching 500,000 now.
Well, I would love to see if they're getting comments as well on some of these videos. Obviously, that's tougher on shorts, but that could give us an insight to why people are disliking it. I mean, that one video we looked at said, League of Legends coaching. So maybe that's not what they're providing, but that's the title. But again, seems strange for shorts to be having that.
8 comments. So there's not much engagement going on here. And you're doing that thing of crowbarring a video format into landscape. So what you could do here with these blank spaces at the top and bottom, you could do calls to action to subscribe, or you could like ask a question, or like on TikTok where they use text or whatever other graphics to emphasize something on the footage. Might be useful.
You can make square shorts too, so it's interesting they've chosen to do a vertical
that is true, Dan.
video in the middle.
You are right, yeah. That's a good point as well.
So maybe they didn't know that, but you can make your shorts square.
But yeah, look at this. Hang on, is that most popular I've just sorted by? Yeah, it is most popular. But since you've been doing these, I guess, episodes of Thanks Riots, is that
Riot Games?
Oh, is that who makes the game? And so
yeah.
Okay. But since you've started doing these shorts, they're doing very well. Continue to do that, but maybe just tweak the video format, the calls to action. Try and work out if there is polarizing opinions going on in these videos. Maybe try and generate a bit more conversation. But you're certainly onto a little success wave here with these views that you're getting.
Yeah, keep it up.
So that is Dante's Inferno. Now then, what am I going to do next? That was a tweet, so we'll select a non-gaming channel next and see what we have here. 244. Pick that channel, and they say they are fun with maths. So let's have a look. How old is the channel? You are 4 months old. It's good to see that you've now got a licensed version of Filmora, perhaps, from the first thumbnail. So, without a value proposition or a channel banner, who is this for in terms of math education? Is it for a certain grade at school, or is it something beyond? I mean, these are, it looks like complex algebra to me in some of these, and complex equations. So you're certainly taking it to a good level. For the fact that you have 46 subscribers, I think the view counts are quite healthy on some of these. Like a lot of these getting over 100 views, which is excellent. Yeah, Travis, anything to maybe chime in here with?
I don't know. Listen, let me explain something to you.
Savage.
Travis is gone. He's trying to eat some food. The way I look at this, it reminds me of school. And I left school a long time ago because I got bored. And I'm sorry, I can't go to school while I'm on YouTube. It's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to learn anything. I just want to watch silly cats and all the other craziness. I don't want any of that. I'm sorry.
Well, welcome, Savage, to the live stream. We'll just put you aside for a moment and let you savage some of your academy students. We'll go to Dan and just any general thoughts here. I think this is really encouraging stuff for this channel.
It is. I think the next thing they should look at, because we have to answer that question of who is this for, and I think not only do we need a channel banner that explains that, but I think we need titles as well, because the one I'm looking at in particular is This Time a Pyramid. If you're trying to teach somebody a concept, I don't know if that title is going to make it reach the right people. And that's like the case for a handful of the titles, not all of them. Certainly not all of them.
But I'm really encouraged by the view counts here. You've certainly tapped into a small but growing community. I guess another question is, are you just passionate about solving equations, or are you following a curriculum at school? I'm wondering if you can tie it in there in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, very encouraging here. And just keep it up. And I think we probably you could probably test this, but I suspect that these thumbnails where you're drawing on a whiteboard are probably not as efficient or clear as the ones where you're actually using a graphic on screen. But that's something that's probably worth testing. And then just, keep an eye on videos like this where you say, what is induction? That can be many different things in, I guess, maths, physics, and so on. And the thumbnail doesn't help me here. I assume it's something to do with a math equation, but it's just not clear enough. And you spent 21 minutes on that video, so a lot of time. So the title and the thumbnails are going to be, I think, the next things for you to up your game in, to just get more clicks and get more of a math community into your content. So well done to you there, Fun Maths. Savage, hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, listen, 2021 is just starting off kind of weird. Have you seen this Busset challenge? Have you seen this on I don't know, it's going around on different social medias. I actually did a YouTube shorts about the Busset challenge. You can check it out if you go to imsosavage.com. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. And I know I talked about it. And you know what it is? Have you seen this?
I've not got a clue what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not going to try to explain it. You just have to go to my YouTube channel and check it out, because it's really crazy. It's reverse clickbait. It's the first time I've ever seen such a thing. You need to make sure you watch it. Okay, we got to the Savage Academy. Let's go ahead and go to 27 right now. Let's see who's in there. He was doing the Savage Academy.
All right, so channel 27. Let me just remind you, folks, there's a disclaimer that the following advice given to you may not align with vidIQ advice, but Savage pays for this slot each week, and he must serve his audience. It's Jojo Dos. I think we audited this channel properly last week, so let's
Jojo Dos talking about Santa Claus.
Properly is one way to put it.
Is that what it is? What's Jojo Dos? What is that? What does that mean? Can someone help me? This looks
JoJo's
like
Bizarre Adventure.
Is that what it is? I feel like Dan would know what this is. This looks just like something he's an expert in. Dan, help me out with this.
I don't know what this is. I've seen this channel before, and I don't know where. I think maybe last week.
Yes, we gave this audit about a 4 out of 10 on our auditing skills. So maybe.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10 now.
I thought, to be honest, I gotta be honest. I thought I'd seen this channel before, but it was in a nightmare after I ate a rotten hot dog and fell asleep and had a nightmare. That's why I thought I saw it, because that's what it felt like. You ever eat one of them bad, like, gas station hot dogs? They give you really bad gas, and then you go to sleep and you have really crazy nightmares. You ever had that before? Crazy.
I think that's only in America that type of thing happens.
All right.
Not to me.
You are my rotten hot dog nightmare is what I'm gonna say about that. Wait, what's the next?
Thank you.
Let's go to 37.
I want that on a pillow.
Just
I
saying.
want that embroidered on a pillow.
Yeah, we need merch for that. Right, here we go. Next channel is this is another Savage channel, by the way. It's Cat Zap.
Cat Zap. That's what I like to do to cats. I like to zap them. What is this? The winner of the giveaway. Well, what did he give away? Let me see. He's giving away the PlayStation 5, because I would like one. I can't get a hold of I'm trying to get a hold of one. I can't get a hold of one. Players, can everyone in the chat? Can someone just send me a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X? Just send me one of them. Send me one of them. Okay. Updated new Roblox giveaway. Oh, he gave away Roblox. Wait a minute. Can't you get Roblox for free? Is Roblox a free game?
Know the answer to that.
It is a free game.
Yeah.
How is he giving away Roblox?
Well, there's
Robux.
microtransactions.
What?
They gave away Robux, the currency.
Oh, Robux. How many Subway sandwiches can I buy with a Robux?
You can get 12 Starbucks. So I don't know what the conversion rate is for that.
Starbucks to Robux conversion. Dan, leave the comedy to us. I don't know why you decided to pop out of your cave back there, but we only keep you around to deal with the people in the comment section because we don't really want to look at them anyway. You know, we can't be bothered with them, so we need you to deal with them. Can you go back in your hole for a minute and take care of them people? See, let me tell you something. Savage is back. 2021 we're having fun. Let's do one more, Rob. Just one more because we got a little bit of time.
Savage is back and worse than ever. What channel?
Let's see who the last person who signed up for. It looks like 49.
49 Savage applicants. Wow. Wow. 39.95.
Every minute. Sarcasm in my blood. Already a winner of a channel right here. Can I tell you something? I love this. Everything about this is the best. Can we all subscribe to Sarcasm in my blood? Let's take a look. Chocolate song roast. I don't know what that means, but I'm in for it. Let's see. In India's most talented actor, producer, writer, critic. That's a lot of things all at once. And then TikTok, the past of Instagram reels. I don't know what that even supposed to mean. Why foreigners love Indians. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That sounds a little racist. I don't know. The Indian ads are so dumb, funniest TV ads. These are all absolutely terrible titles, but I love them all. Every single one of them are the best.
Yeah.
Let's see. Marketing people through simple humor. No hate. I love that. No hate. Sarcasm in his blood. Sarcasm in your blood. I think here's the thing. I want to say one thing. I think there's probably something you can do different. There's just one thing. I think you're almost to the point where you're almost at a level of Savage. You're almost there. You just need a little sprinkle, just a little sprinkle of some Savages inside your sarcasm. Your sarcasm is almost there. I like to give your thumbnails a 3 out of 100. And I like to give your overall kind of technique like a 7 out of 100. I think you're almost there though. That's not that far between 7 and 100. It might sound like a lot, but I gotta be honest. The last channel was a 75. So if you can believe it, don't take that long to get from 7 to 75. You're almost there. It's a sliding scale,
yeah.
right? You ever had one of those?
No doubt that's a sliding scale.
You ever seen one of those? You get graded on a curve. I never understood what that meant.
Yeah.
I just meant I was in a whenever they did that. It was in a class with a bunch of dummies. You ever notice that? Whenever you grade on a scale with a bunch of dummies, because if you don't, that school is going to lose all its funding. Have you ever noticed that? That's why they do grading on a scale, on a curve, whatever.
Savage, shut up.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. I want to say thank you to the Mutant Husk for his $5 super chat and Gilzor with his $1 super chat as well. Thank you. Both of those will go to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. Let's go back to a couple of normal non-Savage channels here. I just want to get my numbers right because we're up to 550 channels in the list. So let's pick one out here and we'll audit this channel. And that channel is going to be 234. Let's do a gaming channel here. And this channel is Med Student Plays. If this channel is not about Twin Peaks Hospital, I'm going to be a little disappointed. Or Theme Hospital.
What? It's about a medical student playing video games. What are you talking about?
Well, I thought they'd be playing medical video games, but obviously
they got to do medical things all day long. They can't unwind with some Fall Guys.
Yeah,
Surgeon Simulator.
No. Well, it looks as if they're playing a basketball arena, and I've never come across this game, but now they've moved into Fall Guys. I think you may be a little late for the Fall Guys trend. Am I right, Dan? Has Fall Guys fallen off a cliff literally as a game to play? Because we played it for a couple of weeks and we haven't played it since.
I think it's settled into whatever, like, you know, everything has that initial spike. I think it's now settled down to wherever it's going to live for a while. So that the same could be said for Basketball Arena. I just don't know anything about it. I'm going to give this person the same advice I gave the channel from a couple minutes ago. You should probably look into the popularity of these games you've chosen and see if anybody's really kind of looking for them right now. Med student who plays random games. Also, I will agree with Rob in that when we see something like med student, I get that is who you are outside of your channel, but it just isn't relevant to your channel other than maybe your channel icon. So if you're going to play games like Surgeon Simulator and things like that, that's a different story. But it does have that. If we're to pick on your channel name, it does have that bit of confusion there at first. We can argue all day whether it matters or not. I think what's going to matter more is picking some games that are just trending a little bit better, I think.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Andrew Money, who just sent us a $5 super chat donation. That is also appreciated. Next channel is going to be 520, but we haven't got 520 non-gaming channels, so we'll pick the last one. And this is Old School Dance Fitness. So let's take a look at what's going on here.
There better be some leg warmers.
250 subscribers. So let's see. Did you jump on? I guess you were a quarantine influence creator, it looks like here. Perhaps taking your fitness workouts online, which is fantastic and entrepreneurial. We'd love to see that. So are you doing fitness workouts to particular playlists of songs, or are you showing dance moves for particular songs, which I guess encompasses fitness as well? And
it looks like the song choice plays into this as well. I see J-Lo there, MC Hammer, Snoop Dogg. I'm going to say that I think this channel is going to need to get creative with their thumbnails.
Yeah, so I think the easiest thing to do here is maybe just do a quick search for dance fitness workout and see if there are thumbnails that we can maybe look to.
A lot more clarity here.
Yeah, so what we can clearly see in these thumbnails is the position, pose, or action. It is difficult to show movement in a static image, but you can clearly see that these creators are doing a good job of that. And so we look at these thumbnails, and then we go back to yours. You're just a little bit zoomed out, and because in some of these you're using a similar background, that kind of makes it a little repetitive. And then in this one, for example, I can see one person, but they're a little blurred in their action, and then there is someone doing something in the background, but it's not clear. I think this is a better example of a thumbnail where you've zoomed in a bit more and there's a bit more action. And then you've tried something new here, like creating quite a professionally looking thumbnail, which isn't too bad, but perhaps a little text heavy. Almost gone from one extreme to the other a little bit here. So yeah, I think zooming in and at higher quality photos if you can. I'm just wondering, is there any particular reason why you film most of this outdoors? Is there a social distancing reason for that?
It could be because it looks like they have other people in their videos.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You do have plenty of space. I guess maybe the audio, if you're just putting music over it, doesn't matter too much. But the thumbnails, I mean, people won't mind so much that you're dancing in front of a garage. It's just that the thumbnails aren't going to get them to click in the first place. So I think that's going to be the biggest improvement this channel can make.
And then next question is, why are these two videos? Oh, no, they're easy thriller. So it's the same song, but it feels like the same video when I look at the title.
Yeah.
And because the thumbnail doesn't really reveal that much more about the content, I'm not sure why I would click on one versus the other. I know we're kind of being hypercritical here, but it's because it feels to me like you have a good concept of an idea and you certainly have a focus and a niche. And so we just want to see these videos get more clicks.
Let's get Dan in here. It looks like he was about to say something.
Yeah, well, what I would say is, I mean, it's definitely a good idea. I love the idea of old school dancing mixed with fitness, but I feel like they're sort of wavering from that a little bit. What I would love to see is, dressing like you're from the old school, right? Have 80s, 70s dress and music that goes along with it, right? Lil Jon and Post Malone are, newer artists, and maybe you're trying to find your way, so you're moving a little bit away from that. But just hearing your channel name, my first thought was, leg warmers and Olivia Newton-John, and that's not really what we're getting here. So maybe you need to find a focus on that and really work on it a bunch. And then if that's not working and you want to move to more modern dance and modern music, then maybe your channel name should reflect that as well.
Savage, what's your favorite dance move?
Remember Tybo? Anyone remember Tybo? Whatever happened to
Not?
that?
Billy Blanks is back with those Geico commercials.
Is he now? Goodness gracious. Let me tell you something. Tybo, I pulled a hamstring a couple times doing Tybo. And I kicked my neighbor in the neck on accident. It wasn't on purpose. I'm just trying to show him some moves.
Is that what your MMA podcast was?
Kick your neighbor in the neck.
Do it on purpose. It was just I was trying to show him some of the moves Billy Blanks showed me. It's one of them things.
Brendan Sparks, thank you for the $5 super chat. That is appreciated as well. Let's pick a gaming channel next. How long have we got? Okay, this may be the last channel that we look at this week. I should never say that because that means people just abandon the live stream. But I've said it now. This is BMT that we have here. So what have we got for BMT? Over 200 subscribers. You need to fix your channel banner because you've videos every Thursday. I think that says you got an Instagram link there, but yeah, fix the channel banner if you can. Now you said you were a gaming channel. Have I gone to the wrong list? Hang on. No, I'm on the right one. So that's a gaming forum. And. It doesn't look like you're a gamer.
Playing games with our time is what he's doing, is what I think.
Yeah.
What's happening over here?
So is this... my first instinct is just to feel as if it's a prank channel. Because I saw prank in one of the titles, probably. I mean, the view counts are very strong and healthy for the channel, but you haven't made almost any content in the last 4 months. But when you were making content, it was performing really well. You might want to change that. So let's just go back to the thumbnails. So it looks as if you had this theme of African home or African people culture in a comedic theme. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, it feels like if I came to this channel, it looks like, so you uploaded something a week ago. And I will say that your older thumbnails were better than your latest one. It would almost seem like the channel is abandoned. Maybe you're just starting to come back to it now. You've got some new inspiration. But yeah, there's probably a lot of trends in this space, I would imagine. A lot of pranks that, get people excited and they try it for themselves. I mean, that might be just a logical place to start. Although some of your older content got a lot of views, maybe you can learn something from that as well.
It feels like there was a theme or a vibe or a character per se in each of these videos that was connecting the audience, and it was working really well. Although one suspicion I have is that you've hidden your likes to dislikes, whether that's because it's just very polarizing or because comments have been turned off as well. So I'm wondering.
I mean, no one really wants to get rated 1 to 10 when they know in the internet they're all going to rate you 1 or -1. Listen, let me tell you something about this. Never ask that. Never ask anyone to rate you 1 to 10 on the internet. Don't do that.
It could mean that the videos have been rated by YouTube for some reason, that it's adult content. Again, I'm just making assumptions here based off of the data that we have. But as you say, Dan, the pivot seems to be. It feels as if this video doesn't bear any relation to what was previously on the channel for some reason. So whether they're going in similar, maybe prank comedy content, but a different theme, or maybe even hosts or characters, and they're kind of starting again a little bit from scratch.
I want to try to put a bucket on someone's head and call it a prank, see if I can get away with it. I feel like you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a bad thing. I don't know. I don't understand why. I don't get it.
So
what's a bucket on the head challenge? Rob, can you help me out with this? I'm trying to understand. What is a bucket on?
I have no idea. Savage, watch the video afterwards. I mean, I'm sure you'll get the answer to that.
Listen, I'm not trying to do that to myself. Why would I do that to myself? I'm not going to do that.
All right, then. Since I said that this was the last audit, we've lost 100 people, so we might as well lose the other 496 people who are watching right now. We are coming to the end of this live stream. If you found the advice that we've given you throughout the last 2 hours. And then make sure to give us an appreciative like in the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Remember that awesome offer we have on right now, where you will get a year's annual subscription to vidIQ with a discount, plus a coaching session from one of our certified experts, which does not include Savage. Let me stress that Savage would not be, unless you request him, of course.
I wouldn't take you anyway. Don't worry about it. I already got Brofy. Can't you see what I've done with Brofy? He's killing it.
He certainly is. But yeah, make sure to take advantage of that offer if you want to. Savage, you're on screen, so if you want to do some shout outs first, as we say goodbye.
I'm gonna shout out to Brofy. He's doing it big. Appreciate you. I'd like to talk about I'm so savage.com. As you go there, you can check out my YouTube channel. I like to shout myself out. Dr. Savage is in the house. Appreciate you. Also like to shout out people in the chat that love the Savage Man. So we got, of course, DCU Studios. Of course, Octorius is in the place. I appreciate them. I appreciate everyone who says everything nice about Dr. Savage and everyone else. Y'all can go to Dan's stream and watch him do whatever it is that he does. And I hope that you enjoy that, whatever that is. Matter of fact, here's the thing. Y'all think, I know, first of all, most of you love me. I get it. I understand that. I understand you got great taste. But if one of you that are like, I don't know if I like Savage, imagine if this was just Dan. I'm pretty sure you'd want me back immediately. So let's just go ahead and realize that I am the best thing to ever happen to you this week. And ladies and gentlemen, 2021 has just started. We'll be here all year.
Dan H, it's your turn.
Yeah, well, I hate Savage. I don't know if that is going to come across well enough here, but feel free to join us in the Discord and also tell me how much you dislike Savage. I know a lot of people have Discord roles based solely on
that is true. Yeah, that is true.
So we'll take that. We'll take that. But a big shout out to Dr. Sten, who is in here timing out fools for spamming. I know he's got a lot of busy things on his plate, so thank you for coming out here and helping us out. Shout outs to Major Mongoose, Nappy Nuggets. We're all about the alliteration here. SV Bricks and Cannon the Cat, MK Games, and sticking with us till the very end is Dad Skills.
Dan C, it's your turn.
I don't know how I could follow any of that. I love the name Nappy Nuggets. That's just, I think that takes the cake for top name of the day. And there's been some good ones too. It's been pretty competitive. Cue Ball Gaming is pretty good as well. X Science Plays. Goodbye to you. We have Elite RC. We had an RC channel earlier, so if you didn't catch that, be sure you go back and
absolutely.
check that out. And if your channel's not about RC, I'm just very confused. Proser Ravage. Goodbye to you. Link Spets. I think we got 3 stars. Is that you? Someone toasted Rate Savage. Was that the Savage rating? 3 out of 100 stars is pretty low. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Burnout Boy. Oh, Burnout Studios said Burnout Boys. So now I'm really confused, but goodbye to you. And then Major Mongoose. Goodbye to you.
And I'm going to say goodbye to the following heroes of this live stream. That include Def Scribbles, Optic Gold, Scaffa, SV Bricks, King Wilzer, Rose Rocket, GD Giraffe, Team Theme, Jamez, Nightcore Sticks, I think Link Spets. I'm sorry if you've already said some of these. And yeah, I think I will also end with Nappy Nuggets, because that is a quality channel name. We will be back next week. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching and enjoy the rest of your video making day. I'm going to press this button that hopefully shows an outro. Thank you for waving, Dan. That was appreciated.
Yeah, I love waving.
All right then. Some of you may know that over the last couple of weeks, we've been giving you a little bit of extra bonus content because right now there are still 200 people watching a screen that says extra watch time for the win, which is what you are literally doing right now. You are giving me another 3.5 hours of watch time for every minute this live stream continues to go on. So we really do appreciate that. But what we also do here is we kind of do an extra little bonus channel audit at the end of this live stream. We also just wondering what you thought of this week's live stream. We're all in agreement that we thought the flow was a little better and we were able to get through more channels because we didn't pick as many pre-selected ones. But if you've got any thoughts in the comments, let us know now. And yeah, Dan, what were your thoughts on this live stream this week?
I liked it. I thought it was a good live stream. I think we were live for most of it, and we were on YouTube while we did it too.
That is true. I mean, you say that in a kind of a sarcastic fashion, but there have been times in the past when my internet's just cut out and we've lost a couple of minutes. So it's good to see that my technology is working this week. Dan H., what did you think of this live stream?
I think we did a great job. I don't know whether we've been unmuted. I know last time we had some issues with that, but yeah, all the channel audits did good. There were no Jojo DOS level channel audits this week, so I think that's a definite improvement. So if you just improve a little bit every week of the year, just think how great we're going to be on week 52.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a futile question asking ourselves how we think we did, because we're obviously going to say we did pretty awesome. Thank you for the extra, about 10 hours of watch time you just all given us as we credit ourselves on our own live stream. I think maybe we should actually pick a channel to audit. So I was trying to think how to do this, and I still haven't got a good way of picking channels that stick around here until the end. So Dan, I'm going to let you decide how we choose one, or if you just want to pick one, let me know. I might need a link in Slack.
Best roast of Savage in the comments, I think will be the one that I choose.
All right, then, yeah, so you got 30 seconds to roast Savage since he is now disappeared.
This is not an I'm so savage. No, you get to roast the man himself.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Patrick
don't
Stewart.
Be savage.
I saw in the chat that Patrick Stewart wanted me to say fish and chips in my Yorkshire accent. So there you are. I would like some fish and chips with vinegar, mushy peas, bit of gravy, and some bits or scraps.
A cuppa? A cuppa to go along with it? Is that what they say?
A what? A cup? Well, I don't. You mean in a cup of tea?
Yeah.
I don't drink tea or coffee, so it's not going to work for me.
Oh, okay.
Savage is one out of an infinite. I like that one.
What?
Savage is one out of an infinite. That's a sliding scale.
Savage got his...
is too broke to afford real glasses, so he needs CGI ones.
I think King Willis is just one. Shall we
Savage got his doctorate in a box of caramel corn.
I'm going with King Will's. I mean, if we want to pick another one after this, we can do as well. But right, I need to find this channel. Let's see if we can get him. Yeah, I think this is the guy. So Dan, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Then let's make sure everyone else can. This is King Wilzer, then, who really hates Savage. And so you're new to YouTube. Welcome. You just joined YouTube a week ago, so that's awesome to see. It looks as if you may be a racing channel. This is your brain on Monza Oval. So I think that's a course. It is a driving game, but the thumbnail is so misleading, and yet it's got the most views on the channel. So that's an intriguing one.
It is really intriguing. Sim racing. So is this done in what's that one called? iRacing?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Carburetor Cup. iRacing.com.
So including that driving game in the title is probably going to help a little bit with SEO at least. Yeah,
and I would be helping people maybe to understand how to get into iRacing. It's actually a very in-depth, complex simulator. If this is indeed that. And I would also, this might be a really good excuse to, can channels this size live stream?
I think they can live stream on a desktop because you can use third-party programs like we do with StreamYards, but I don't think you can on mobile. But I could be wrong with that. That could be out-of-date information.
1,000 subs for mobile streaming is my understanding.
Mobile streaming, but not like regular.
I think on desktop you need like I think there are some requirements, but it's something like you need a channel banner, or it's something really odd and disconnected. You've got me thinking now.
Let's just assume you can live stream. I think while you're practicing, that could be something you could be doing as well. That's what NASCAR is experimenting with this, and they live stream events, and a lot of people turn out to watch them. So just you kind of practicing, maybe participating in races, and then you can take that and make some shorter form content with it. There's a lot you could do in that space.
So I was trying to find out the answer to that.
I have a...
Still haven't got the answer.
Last week I teased a secret channel, and I can look, and it's very small, so I can look on there and see.
Okay, I think you can. But so ultimately, you're saying, Dan, if this person can live stream, then maybe
it looks like
experimenting with that early on in their YouTube journey is at least something worth testing.
I have a go live button, so maybe that's it. But yeah, that could be something worth testing. If not, just give people, pretend your audience is somebody who wants to get into iRacing, but they've never actually turned it on before.
All right, that is King Wilzer then. I picked that one. So does anyone else want to pick another Savage is Useless comment from the channel?
It's been a while now.
Nappy Nuggets is still here. I mean, should we just for the name alone?
Who wants some nuggets was the last thing I saw them say.
Can do. All right.
I did like Savage ain't savage. He's just average.
Hang on, let's just... I think we're committed to Nappy Nuggets now. This is the person, isn't it? I remember their channel icon. All right, Minecraft PvP. So I'm gonna nip out. Dan and Dan, you two take this one.
Minecraft PvP.
Rob has bounced.
Oh, he left the room. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So
all right.
This stream will never end since he has the button to control it. So we're gonna have to vamp for a really long time. Good thing it's Minecraft though.
Yeah, he didn't scroll down either, so I don't really know all the videos, but there are videos of Minecraft. I'm going to say that you should focus up on Minecraft. I see some Beat Saber here, not Minecraft. I also see some vlogs and stuff. Totally fine. I wouldn't make a habit of that. Like 18 subs is not really like a milestone a lot of people think of. Maybe at 20 subs, maybe at 50. But I would just this is something that a lot of new creators get into, where they're like, they love YouTube so much and they're so excited about it, and so they're thankful that they have these subscribers. I know it's tempting to make that content, but I wouldn't make a habit of it, because eventually your channel is just going to look like, every time you get another couple subscribers, like it's the thank you for subscribing to me channel instead of the Minecraft channel. So just beware of that. And I think in terms of your Minecraft content, thumbnails, I think they could definitely use some work.
Yeah, they seem to be getting good views, especially for a young channel. So, getting a few people to watch is always tough. 21 subscribers. So even getting 60, 40 views is good. But yeah, channel focus is going to be the issue. You have Minecraft PvP in your banner. So let's stick to that. Do Minecraft PvP stuff. Do tutorials, do tips. That last video, the thumbnail's a little bit better. It's a little bit dark, but it's got a minimal amount of text. It has readable text. It definitely is conveying what's going to be in the video. Use that as sort of a template to go further and improve on it a little bit each time.
I'm trying to get Jasper to say hello. You can just see him in the bottom of the camera there.
Oh,
there
Jasper.
Yeah. If people remember how small he was, it's not actually that big for a golden retriever. We call him like a pygmy Canadian golden retriever because he's not that big. But yeah, there he is. So he's saying a little hello.
It's the Canadian conversion rate that's really funny. Right?
It is. Everything. Well, usually everything's a lot bigger in Canada except for dogs for some strange reason. So anyway, that's Jasper. Thank you everybody for watching this extra time of the live stream. I'm not going to lie, I am starving now. I need something to eat. So we will see you next week. Bye for now.